In this week's video, you join us in the heart of the Cairngorms, where our aim is to trek to remote mountain bothy, hidden in a corrie deep within the national park. It takes us through some beautiful scenery whilst dealing with some wild and challenging weather. We hope you all enjoy the journey with us. Afternoon all, join us here, walking in from the Linn of Dee, up here in the Cairngorms, and we're going to attempt an 8-mile walk into Hutchinson's Bothy, which is going to take us through some beautiful countryside. We've been in here previously, but not explored this part of the national park, so we're really looking forward to this one. Joined by Robin and Charles, and we're just walking in, just about to approach Bob Scott's in a couple of kilometres. So we've been here before, just going to take it easy. We've got a couple of hours, hopefully, of walking ahead of us, and hopefully the rain stays away. But beautiful scenery as always, and I hope you all enjoy. I'm sitting here where Bob Scott's, just in the distance, just where you can see those trees there. The smart's about to come on. Well, the smart's not about to come on, the smart is on, so they're going to get their jackets on. I might join them probably because it is seemingly heavy, but hopefully it's just a shower or two. Gourd on, rain covers on, just as the smart's probably about to go off, but hopefully it does. But yeah, onwards. Down there through the shop, that's Bob Scott's. However, we're continuing on this trail along here. We're going to head along and about to approach the Dairy Lodge. Smell. Just found the trowel box. Alright. We're going to borrow a trowel, thankfully. Take it away with us, you know. If you know, you know. Keep the countryside clean of...
He's washing it with alcohol hand sanitizer.
This is us, we've just passed Dairy Lodge here. And we're about to head down and cross the Dairy Bridge. And then we're going to continue up and along the east side of Derry Cairngorm towards, hopefully, Hutchinson Bothy. Hopefully there's not too many people there because it's pretty small. Or hopefully there's no people, even better if there's no one at all. But it is a Saturday, so we've got the tents just in case. But yeah, still a wee bit to go, but it's been nice so far. Summer, let's keep this cool, which is nice as it's still about 17 degrees, so it's really warm. We've just stopped here, just prior to the Derry Bridge, under this tree. We're just, we've looked at the map, we've got about 7 kilometres to go. We're going to be following a wee burn through the upcoming glen, so not too bad. So just get a wee bit of food. Robin's brought ourselves some cherries and grapes, get that in us, and then we'll head along. Big felling tree here. Those roots upturned, very good. If you need to get out of the wind if it was an easterly. We're just along this trail. Up there, Derry Cairngorm. On the ridge, we've been up there. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous in this part of the Cairngorms. I've never been here before, but this is absolutely stunning. And the great pine woods. It's appeared that we've entered the dead marshes out of the Lord of the Rings. It is completely and utterly flooded here, so we're just going to pick our way round the side. Hopefully not fall in. But yeah, I'm not going to look in and see any dead people. Yeah. This has made it to a bridge crossing, which we weren't sure was going to be here, because on the walk report which I've read to get here in the Bothy Bible, it does not mention any bridges, but on my map, which I've got here, it does mention a bridge down here. There we go, see the wee bridge? That's where we are just now. So yeah, onwards. We've got a fair chunk to go. We've got the rest of this page to walk and about 2 kilometres more once we turn over. But yeah, lovely.
On a hot day though, it'd be so nice to swim in there.
This is truly one of the most remote places that we've been. Heart of the Cairngorms. Utterly amazing. But it's one of those remote places that doesn't feel so remote because they've got such good trails. I mean, our walk into Ben Alder Cottage is a lot more remote feeling than this. Granted, that is the most remote bothy. But yeah, it is a rugged and wild place, and I'm glad that we're making this trip here in this weather. It'd be nicer if it was sunny, but I'm glad we're making this trip in so that when we do get to winter, that we know where we're going, because this would be an absolute mental place to come and do some winter camping. You gotta be prepared though, but I thoroughly look forward to it. Anyway, there's a tree up ahead which I think we're going to take some shelter at. Lunch is on its way. What?
Salami sandwich.
It's probably lumping it down now. How are you feeling?
Wet.
It is, it's proper rain. And I say that now, it's been raining for the last couple of hours, but it is, the heavens have fully opened now. It's properly coming down. So hopefully there's room at this place, or else there'll be trouble. It's coming at us sideways. Oh, summer in Scotland, eh?
That's about 10 years ago.
Just up ahead where that ski slope is, the big mountain, just below that is hopefully our shelter for tonight. It can't come sooner. It is wet, it is wet. The cam after the storm has came, and look at this gorgeous, gorgeous blue sky. We're about just a kilometre, maybe a kilometre and a half from the bottom. We're about to head down here, find a bridge and cross over. And then the rest of the trail will probably take us up, hopefully, but absolutely stunning views. After what we've had. Back down you can see the entire glen where we came. The little foothills right at the bottom being where we turned off from Bob Scott's. So a fair old distance. There we have Memorial Hut. Very good. Nearly there. Nearly there. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Woof, woof.
I think that sums up Robin's mood. Come in, you got a wee vestibule. Closed door. And then yeah, it's just a wee mountain hut. One bench. We've got a lovely fire as well. A lovely wee window back down the way that we came out.
You get paracetamol.
Up there we've got a wee patch of snow, obviously been left, and it's the start of June. It's absolutely amazing. Usually there's a lot more snow up there, but with the weather we've been having the past couple of weeks, it's been so warm, so I'm still amazingly surprised that we even have a patch of snow there. But this is an absolute belter of a spot. First time I've been here, read so much about it, so popular with the climbers, especially in winter, up in the crags up behind me. But it's a lovely wee spot. It's not really a bothy, it's more of a shelter, but we'll rest here tonight, make the most of it. Robin was feeling it, because our bag doesn't fit her properly, so the weight's not really comfortably distributed, but hopefully tomorrow she feels better after a good night's sleep and we can head up and over and explore some of the loch-ins which sit at around 1,000 metres here in the Cairngorms. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the bothy, just chill a wee bit, and I'll bring you back probably just before I go to bed.
Open the thingy. Ooh, do you close windows?
Morning all. Join us, we've just left the bothy this morning. After last night, when I put the camera away, two lads came in from York, so I didn't want to video much. We were just chatting away to them, they were really nice. So yeah, shout out to them. And we're now leaving, the time is now just after 10 AM, so we've had a nice leisurely morning, just chatting, having breakfast, enjoying the surrounding sceneries. And the plan is just to head back out the path that we came in, and then we will make it back to the Linn of Dee and decide from there what we want to get up to. But that has been an absolutely tremendous trip so far. Highly recommend the shelter, it's lovely, nice and quaint, snug. We got a wee fire on last night which was lovely and thoroughly enjoyed it, and we'll definitely be back hopefully to head up into the hidden loch-ins further up. Once Robin's maybe got better footwear and a bag that can distribute the weight, so our shoulders aren't absolutely in agony. But yeah, 10 out of 10 so far. See, all the way back down the glen where we're heading, all the way back down to where it flattens out, that's back down to the Derry Lodge where Bob Scott's bothy lies. So it's a fair old way, but it's lovely that you can see the entire journey which we're about to undertake. It is really an impressive spot. This spot here has been now labelled the stretch of rain clouds, as yesterday this is when we got the torrential rainstorm and it's just started raining since we've got here. And of course it's the flattest area of the entire walk between the two forests. So gonna push on, hopefully the wind doesn't pick up, so it's just smutty. Back at the Derry Bridge, getting some food on. It's not taking as long at all to get here, just 2 hours, which is faster than it took us yesterday, which is good. So, we're gonna get some noodles on for some lunch and hopefully get them down before the black clouds in the distance come our way. That's us just passing the Derry Lodge again. We're going to continue down the trail back to the Linn of Dee, the way that we came in. We just had a wee break there, taking us 2 hours to walk from Hutchinson down here to the Derry Burn and the Derry Lodge, which I think is pretty good going, and then it's about 5 kilometres from here on the track, so that'll probably take us an hour, if not just a wee bit under, depending on the place. So yeah, really good going. So it's only about 3 hours in there, even though it's pretty remote. But I'll divulge all the stats once we get back to the car park, and I'll just enjoy the rest of the lovely walk. Path down to Bob Scott's, that way, takes you down, follows the river. It's over in, hidden in those trees. The blue skies came out in the final stretch. Lovely to see. We've just stopped here at the bridge, just 2 kilometres away from the Linn of Dee, but I finished our journey. Stopped for literally 2 seconds and look at this. Out for the count. Didn't even have time to eat a pan and chocolat. Absolutely gone. That just shows you how big a hike it's been. Right folks, that's us just entered back into lovely Caledonian pine forest just before the Linn of Dee. We're probably going to call it quits here. Robin's feeling it in our legs, but we've had an absolutely amazing round trip to Hutchinson's Bothy. First time being up in that neck of the woods, so great to scout it out, and we'll definitely be back to explore the lochans and climb the Munros round about there, and hopefully come back maybe in winter as well, because it seems like a really cosy spot in the wet and wild months of winter. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope it's shown you something new, and as always, happy climbs to Binion folks. See you later, take care out there and enjoy.